Just in tonight, the bipartisan leadership of a special congressional deficit supercommittee has officially announced that the panel has failed to reach an agreement. This panel established to cut $1 trillion from the budget over the next 10 years. Michael Williams standing by with that. Michael?
Good afternoon, Shannon. Gridlock again, the blame game again, no agreement yet again. And because of all of that gridlock and the lack of any agreement between Republicans and Democrats, stocks plunged today as Congress's latest bid to resolve the federal budget deficit gridlock went nowhere. Investors say today's market jitters are partly due to that congressional supercommittee's inability to tackle the nation's mounting debt burden. The overall debt is $15 trillion and climbing, and every year's deficit just adding more and more to that. Government spending drags on. Traders fear also that Europe's debt crisis will spill over, disrupting the fragile U.S. economy. The Dow Jones Industrial Average fell more than 248 points today. It was down even more than that at one point. The Standard & Poor's 500 closing down more than 49 points. The NASDAQ Composite off more than 22 points on the day. We'll continue to monitor the situation and reaction. That's it from the live desk for now. Back to you.
Michael, thank you. And more now on that super committee. And we have just learned, as Michael mentioned, it has failed tonight. The bipartisan committee was supposed to come up with more than $1 trillion in deficit reduction. Now we know that that will not happen. The Capitol's quiet. Most lawmakers gone for Thanksgiving. Supercommittee Democrat Senator Max Baucus and Patty Murray conferred. Rob Portman with the other Republicans. But the full bipartisan committee by mid-afternoon had no meeting, despite President Obama's urging.
Keep going. Keep working. Let's keep at it. No politics, no delays. No excuses.
Republicans blamed him.
What has the president done? Now and then he phones in. Well, you can't be E.T. You actually have to lead.
The supercommittee could not make a deal to cut $1.2 trillion in red ink. Democrats say, don't blame us.
We're the only ones who put a almost $4 trillion deal on the table. We did that.
But Democrats did resist entitlement cuts.
And there's a lot of money to be saved there without cutting benefits for people who are on Medicare, for example. I know our Democratic friends like to always portray that as the choice. That's not the choice.
But Republicans resisted higher taxes on the wealthy.
If they were to take the Bush tax cuts off and just let the American people decide, we could have an agreement today.
The failure means automatic defense cuts in January 2013. Bad plan, says Mitt Romney.
With the world as a dangerous place, we're going to put the military on the chopping block. It's like holding a gun to your own head.
The gun was aimed at the supercommittee, but on this final day to get a deal, nothing worked.